Hello everybody, and welcome back to Season 45 of the Pichu London Cup Series. And sorry if you hear loud noise in the background, those are my fans going off because it is actually a hot day where I'm recording this from, so I had to have the AC on at full blast. So I do apologize if you hear a lot of background noise behind me. And I'm going to try the best I can to get this race up for you guys on the 4th of July because yeah, it's Road America, and I want to get this race up on the 4th of July, and yeah, this is probably the only time I could do this race before the 4th of July itself would happen. So again, I do apologize for the loud fans you hear in the background, but I'm going to try the best I can to do this race to give it to you guys for this 4th of July weekend. On the pole will be the number 5 car of Avi Sachs. On the outside will be the number 4 of Zachary Fitzwater. And here's the rest of the starting lineup. I'm not going to go through each and every name this time. Pichu will be in this race, and the number 3 car will be driven by John Andrews. He'll start in the middle of the pack here today. And our winner last weekend was Ron Maravilla, who won the race last weekend at Nashville, and he'll start near the back of the pack today. But we're about to get underway here at Road America. Cars are going to be rolling off the track here today as Zachary Fitzwater and Avi Sachs lead the field down to the green. There will be 25 laps to run here on this 4th of July race at Road America. From Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin, it's the race that these locals have been looking forward to all year long. And we're back on the road course here for this weekend as 2 of the biggest road course ringers in the field, both on the front row starting. And we're about to get this race underway with the green. Here we go. About to get the green flag in the Kwik Trip 250, presented by Jockey Made in America. About to get the green flag, and we are underway here at Road America from Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. Already 3 wide in the middle of the pack as JP Lataro already trying to make an aggressive move on these drivers. Oh, Lataro, he's really aggressive. He's trying to make a move now on the first lap. He's trying everything he can to get those positions and gain ground on the start of the race. Ooh boy, 78 nearly getting contact with the number 17 car in the middle of the pack. I mean 15, I'm sorry, 15 it was. 38 car Matt Gomes to the bottom right now. He's trying to make a pass on the 78 Isaiah Bernesh. And now Billy Bishop trying to bump it out of the way. And Allison Rain side by side with JP Lataro. And they're still 3 wide behind them. There's no room here. There's no room for 3 wide, let alone 4 wide. Oh boy, this is going to be trouble. This is going to be really trouble. It's not going to end well for these guys for sure. They're all running like they're in the super speedway or something. All trying to get those points, trying to get into the playoffs if there's going to be less winners and there are playoff spots. They're all trying to pick up as much points as they can. Reynolds already is in the playoffs with a win, but the 31 team is not in the playoffs right now as they have not won this season. Very intense start here this race, and now it looks like Chris Leone and Matt Hunter got into some contact in the first lap. So both those drivers are off the pace as they both spun early on in the race. Pichu gaining ground on Quinn Porter, going for a position. Going to go almost three wide here in this corner in the S's. There's just no room for error here As you see the one car trying to cut to the front of the pack. And now he's trying to get by Dravenson and Robert Smith. Oh, one car off the grass. That's Cassie Reynolds going off the grass. Trying the best he can to try to save it. Lost positions, but he was able to avoid disaster for the team there. And now the one looks low for the position on the bottom. Avi Sachs pulls away already right off the bat. He pulls ahead to the lead. And he started on the pole today and got off to a great start in this race. And let's take a look at what happened to Chris Leon in that first lap of the race. And now the 12 car, let's see what happened. Right on this corner, he got loose and looks like he collided with a teammate. Yeah, 4 wide just would not work at a track like this, and both drivers tangle up. No caution, though, we stay green. But the 2 drivers from the same team, Penske, both right now with some damage on the first lap of the race, and that's why that they wrecked each other as Allison Rain just got turned around on the corner. 48 got spun out. It looked like she was trying to pass JP Lataro, and then they made contact, and they spin on the corner. I think it might have been the same corner that the 12 and 22 tangled when what we saw earlier. And now those 2 drivers are tangled up, and that'll bring out the caution. The other wreck that we saw earlier did not bring out a caution, but this one for some reason did. I guess the impact of it brought out the caution. I am not sure, but either way, we're under caution for the first time today. 48 and number 10 both spin, and they're both going to pit road, and looks like they'll have some extensive repairs done. Well, 10 went to pit road, but the 48, though, is just still stuck. And looks like the 48, though, not on pit road right now, because it looks like she's moving a bit, and you can see the tires brief. If you look very carefully, you see the tires going showing a little bit of movement, and that's why the 48 didn't get to pit road instantaneously. So now the 48 does go to pit road along with the 10 car after they make contact to bring out the first caution of the race. Caution is out for the first time on lap number 2 as the drivers are racing back to the caution. We know that Avi Sachs will be the leader racing back to the stripe. Oh, the 2 car got loose. Oh, wow. I think he might have lost a position to the 34. Now he's battling with the 78 trying to keep the position away, and he does barely keep the position away from the 78 Isaiah Bernesh. So, wow, that was just an interesting first couple laps here at Road America. Excuse me. Very interesting first couple laps here at this race. And with double fall restarts, who knows how much chaos will there be as the race continues. Handful of cars choose to pit. The leaders come down pit road, but a couple drivers stay out. It looks like Quinn Moore is going to be your new race leader. So Quinn Moore will lead the field back to the green flag at the stripe, and there'll be double fall restarts because that's new for this season. And it looks like JP Lataro, his race is over and he is out of contention, so he will pack it up and call it a day. We're back to the green. Almost 20 laps to go. It's going to be Quinn Moore and Isaiah Bernesh leading the field down to the green flag. Those were some of the cars that stayed out during that last caution period. Here we go to the green. Back at it again at Road America. 78 gets the jump, and he is away and takes the lead as Quinn Moore just struggles to stay in line. And those worn tires are not helping his cause out at all, as he was one of the drivers that stayed out of pit road. And now the 5 gets to 3rd position. And Allison Rain is back on track, but the other car, the 10, as mentioned earlier, did not go back out on track, and he is out of the race. 78 in front right now in the lead, as Matthew Buss is trying to hang on with Mitch Barrier and Claire Richardson battling for position behind him. Almost a 3-wide battle brewing here between the 3 drivers, with the 15, 2, and 17 battling for a position. This is where the wreck happened between Allison Rain and JP Lataro earlier in the race. And this time, though, they're able to continue without causing us a wreck. Some cars got a little loose there, so that might be a trouble turn for some of these drivers here today. Nelson Herrera is up to second, but Avi Sachs right behind him. He's running on fresher tires, as Herrera was another one of the drivers that stayed out during that last set of pit stops under caution. So he might be getting passed very soon, unless if he's able to hold off Avi Sachs. Sachs right behind him. He is really trying to pounce on that 51 car. 51 doing everything he can to block him. I mean, he's trying to block him, but Avi Sachs with the fresher tires, he might be able to make a move on the 51. Here he comes. Ooh, he's loose. Oh, man, he's trying really hard. He is maybe trying a little too hard there to try to pass the 51. I mean, gotta take it easy here. It's only the 6th lap of the race. We have 20 more laps to go, and they're going to be a long 20 laps. There's going to be a long 20 laps here at Road America. Avi Sachs still has time to catch him, but he's got to get by Nelson Herrera first before he can try to get back into the lead. Oh, he took a bad run on that corner. It's going to get a little bit more breathing room for the 51 car to make him to continue to run down on the 78. It's Isaiah Bernesh and Nelson Herrera battling for the lead right now on lap number 6. A handful of cars have pitted. Cassidy Reynolds have pitted, and so is Stringer, Ebrahimian, Richardson, Ormond, Rowe, and Andrews. I'm not sure why they decided to pit during this green flag run, but I think they're trying to play the long game. Maybe try to see if there was going to be a green flag run coming up here. If there might be another caution. I mean, there could be another caution. It is possible that there could be another caution in this race. That might not be the last caution we see today, but I'm sure they're going on a different strategy. And, well, I don't know what they're doing, but they're going on different strategies. So, yeah, I guess they're going on a different strategy. It's safe to assume. 4th place is Quinn Moore. Austin Sissel's up to 5th, and Matt Hunter is just moved up a spot to 6th place as one of the cars pitted during that last caution during the green flag period. Not sure if those drivers that pitted on this lap pitted during the caution, but I do know that a handful of cars pitted during that caution. I think Sachs was one of them, and now it looks like the lead has been a little narrow. Oh, side by side. Nelson Herrera, can he go for the lead on the 78? Oh, it looked like he was on the outside. It looked like he got too loose. I might have opened an opportunity there, a brief window of opportunity for Nelson Herrera. Matt Hunter just got onto pit road. What's up with that? I mean, these drivers are all running on different pit strategies. Yeah, it's like every driver's running a completely different strategy. They're all running their own strategies on pit road. Interesting. So, yeah, this could come down to best pit strategy overall. This is a lot of fun. A lot of fun here for these drivers, all trying to battle, all on different strategies. Some of them, well, pitting later than others, but how will these strategies pay off? Look at the 5 car right on the bumper of Nelson Herrera, but he just can't make a move on him. He just can't find a way around him. 5 car just can't find a way around the 51. Maybe this will be opportunity right here. Oh, he's trying to force him into the grass. It doesn't happen, though. 5 car really got to try to stick with it here. He's trying to stick with the 51 and try to find an opportunity to overtake Nelson Herrera. He started on the pole today, and he's not letting this performance go to waste. But Isaiah Bernesh is in front, and he has taken the race lead on not pitting here today. He's hoping for a caution so that everybody pits, and then he would be in contention and be in the same line with the other drivers. But otherwise, he may have to pit within the next couple laps if he's going to want to finish this race, and that might not be the best strategy overall at the end. Avi Sachs, though, trying everything, and he just wants to get to second right now. We'll see if he gets it right here on this corner. Oh, but the corner not really kind to these drivers on the bottom lane. And sure enough, looks like the 5 has to back off a bit, maybe try to get the draft and try to pass him into turn 1 instead. Quinn Moore up to 4th, and 5th place is Austin Stitzel. The Hendrick cars have not won this season so far, believe it or not. None of the 4 Hendrick cars have a win this season. So they're all looking to get into the playoffs finally, at least one of them, to try to finally get into the playoffs in this season. The other front row starter, Zachary Fitzwater, by the way, is running in 7th position. So he pitted as well, but he's up down to 7th, and he didn't get a good jump on the restart. Oh, something went wrong with the 30 car, Logan Nieto. He was running in the 29th position. I think he was one of the drivers that pitted, or did he get into a wreck? No, he was one of the drivers that pitted. Never mind. I thought he got into a little scuffle there, but he just pitted, so never mind. All these drivers pitting meant that the others are just separated from one another. So that might be what they might be doing on the strategy, but now the 51 is trying to hang on over the 5 car. I mean, the 5 has been on him. The 5 has been trying to make a move on for 2nd place, trying to gain ground, and trying to pass the 78 car, trying to pass the 51. Now Quinn Moore's in the mix. He's trying to get another win this season, as Quinn Moore already has 2 victories to his name in season 45. So Quinn Moore is looking for another one here today at Road America. A wild card race, sort of, at a road course like this. And by the way, different strategies all throughout between those 2 drivers. Oh, hey, hello. I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I had to step out for a bit. 78 car isn't out in front. I think the caution's out. The caution is out. Wow, on lap number 9. The yellow flag comes out, and this is going to really be interesting because we'll see which drivers come to pit and which will stay out. Caution flag waves on lap number 9, the second caution of the day. And let's take a look at what brought out the caution. Just give me about 1 second as I try to go back and look to what happened, and looks like this might be what brought the caution out. Oh, big crash. Oh boy, the 14 goes around. That's Rafael Meka going around. I think he was trying to get by George Rourke into Canada Corner. He had to slow up and just brake check the one, and he goes around and spins, and Samet Ozkan took a hard crash on the 14 car, and Aiden Bigelow also made contact as well. So handful of cars involved in that wreckage, with the 14 spinning, and I think the 11 car is done for the race with such heavy damage in the front. So here's another view of the wreckage from the spectator camera. I hope this is a good one. There you see, look at the 14. He just took too slow. He just brake checked the one, and then the 14 spins, and a hard hit on Samet Ozkan. And look at him spinning around. Wow, violent spinning, but he is all right, and he's able to continue and race. But Samet Ozkan with major damage. It looks like he is done. And let's ride on board with the number 11 car. See how hard that hit was. That was a hard hit. A mighty hard hit on the 11. And that brought out the caution for the second time in this race. So, interesting. We'll see who comes to pit road and who does not. I thought I saw one car slow for a second there. So they're coming down to pit road right now. So let's see who stays out and who does not stay out, and who will take the lead. I think this might play in the favor of Isaiah Bernash, I believe, if everyone comes to pit. And right now, looks like everybody's... Oh no, a couple drivers stay out. The ones that pitted during the green flag earlier are staying out. They're on different strategies, so they're all going to stay out, and they're going to be the leaders. I think that's what Matt Hunter was trying to do. He's trying to was hoping for another caution, and sure enough, he got it in his favor. And the 19's favor as well, but got the caution out in his favor. So these drivers are going to be out in front as we get back to the restart. Avi Sachs got out of pit road first, by the way, so now it's going to be a battle for who wins it here with just 15 laps to go here at Road America. It's a battle between Matt Hunter and Hayden Stringer now, as they and they had different pit strategies. They were the ones that pitted earlier in the race. 15 laps to go when we get back to the green flag, as we're about to restart with Hayden Stringer and Matt Hunter leading the field down to the green. And here we go back to the green flag at Road America. 15 laps to go. Who's going to get the better jump between the two drivers on the front row? Here we go to the green. Back at it again. And Matt Hunter might have gotten the better jump, or does he? Oh no, they're both even. I'm sorry, they're both even. They're both even on the jump of the restart right now. Looks like the 19 and 22 both even on the restart. And the 19 gets away on the braking zone. He's able to overtake the 22 in the braking zone in the corner, and he takes the lead. Hayden Stringer is the new leader, and now Alexander Rose battling for second place on Matt Hunter. Matt Hunter, already a winner this season earlier, and he's also our All-Star Race winner. Looks at another victory here today. And as you all know, Hayden Stringer is the defending series champion. He has not won this season, and he would like to win here today and try to go for his second consecutive championship in this series. And one car to pit, and Cassie Reynolds might have had a problem before the green flag dropped, so had to come to pit road during the period. Dylan Ebrahimian has moved his way up. He was in third on the restart, but it seems that he lost a couple positions on that exchange, so Dylan Ebrahimian is going to have to try to work his way back up. And now he's battling with Logan Nieto. It looked like Nieto was going to try to make a move on him. Side by side between Avi Sachs and George Rourke. And this is where the caution happened last time between Rafael Maycott and Samad Ozkan. Both cars are alright though, however Samad Ozkan has retired from this race, so he and JP Latar are out of the race right now. Stringer leads the field back to the lead. And now there will be 14 laps to go at Road America, as we have a side-by-side battle with James Richardson and 22 Matt Hunter. Richardson and Hunter both each have a race victory this season. They want to get another one. They want to keep that position safe. They want to stay safe and ensure that they're in the playoffs. We might have more different winners. We're probably going to have more winners than there are playoff spots, so another win will definitely lock them into the playoffs. And only a handful of drivers have had 2 or more wins this season. And Hunter and Richardson both looking to be one of those drivers to be locked in with 2 or more victories in the PLCS. Hayden Stringer just wants a win. He is the defending champion. He wants to be back in victory lane. He wants to take this series by storm and claim a second championship. But first, he's got to get another victory. And then he's got to do the hard part. Try to make the championship 4 to try to win his second championship in the PLCS. Here comes the 8-car Logan Nieto side by side with Dylan Ebrahimian. And right behind him is Nathan Ormond. Ormond goes to the bottom. He switches to the bottom lane. We'll see if that will work out for him. He might try to force the 8 to the high side. Billy Bishop right behind him. He's going to try to make a pass on Logan Nieto as well. Oh, 9-car had to back off. He had to back off because he was entering the braking zone. Had to back off there and lost that spot, a chance to make a pass on the 8-car. Here comes the 15. He might try to get past the 9 of Ormond. And there's George Rourke right behind the 15, maybe trying to help him out a little bit. There's a 3-car John Andrews. We mentioned that he is one of the drivers, the invitee drivers, in this field for the number 3 car this season. Zachary Fitzwater took another tumble. He's outside the top 10 now, so not been looking good for the 4 team. even though they've been running in the side of the top 15. But they started on the front row, and yeah, they just didn't hold up that front row position into the race early on. Avi Sachs, another one of the front row starters. It seems the front row starters have been struggling. They started on the front row. It looked like it was going to be a battle between Zachary Fitzwater and Avi Sachs in this race, but with all the cautions that have happened, things have changed in an instant. So now these drivers are both trying to get into the top 10, and it looks like they might not be in contention to win right now, but they're trying to finish off with a bang, trying to at least get some points out of today. Rafael Meka on pit road. He had a tire go down, and so he had to come to pit under green. He was one of the drivers involved in the wreck last caution, and I guess the other tire might have gone out, and so he had to come to pit road. And he's still able to run the race, unlike Salman Ozkan, but, well, he would like to forget this day and probably move on to our next race. 19 pulls away, so he's able to get a little bit of breathing room against the other competitors in the back. So the 19 car able to pull away. We'll see if the defending series champion can try to get a win here at Road America so that he can go for another championship. James Richardson's right on the bumper of the 6 of the 7 car of Alexander Rowe. Two veterans of the series, both battling for second place against a former champion. And in 4th, we have a winner this season of Matt Hunter. And in 5th, we have Dylan Ebrahimian, one of the surprising dark horses of the season. Going from a part-time ride to competing for a chance to make it to the playoffs as the 6 car goes off the track, trying to get by second place. He loses it and gets off the track, just didn't see where he was going, and another caution waves with 12 laps to go. For the 3rd time today, we're under caution as Richardson went off the track as they were racing back to the line. Lost a couple positions there, but then the caution flag flies for the 3rd time today. And let's see why the caution had to come out. There is a big spin with Maxwell Smart. Maxwell Smart gets turned around by Austin Stitzel entering Canada corner and hits the barriers, and I'm not sure why a caution would come out there. I probably think that being in the racing line, a spin occurring during the racing line brought out the caution, but it was near the back of the pack, so I'm not sure why a caution would be coming out if they're able to continue the race. Kind of odd. But it is what it is, so the yellow flag comes out again, and we will have ourselves another restart. As mentioned earlier, James Richardson got off the track, was trying to battle the 7, but he just didn't see the corner coming in front of him, and he gets off the track, and believe it or not, I think he only lost one position there. Yeah, I think he lost only one spot to Matt Hunter on that exchange, and that just happened before the caution. Wow. But Richardson did lose a spot there, lost some ground, but a caution comes out and the field will be backed for a restart. And now the driver's to pit, and looks like the 19 just can't make it on fuel. So Matt Hunter takes the lead. That might have been a pass for the lead right there, as it turns out, on that exchange. Wow. 16 car is 2 laps down. No drivers retired. Oh, wow. Rowe, Andrews, and Stringer, they're on pit road longer than they should have been. Oh boy, did they get penalized, or did something go wrong with those drivers? They're on pit road. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the green flag waves again with 10 to go. And those drivers are out of contention now to win this race officially. Wow, 7-3 and 7-19, and I think the 3 are now out of contention to win this race. I'm stunned. Oh, there's a crash! Big crash there entering turn 1. Huge wreck. Maxwell Smart flips in one car nearly upside down on his side, and another car with major damage. A huge crash on the restart as James Richardson just took the lead away. Huge crash involving Aiden Bigelow. Some other drivers were involved in the wreck as well. Huge crash. Take a look at what happened. I'm trying to get the best view possible here of this crash here, but man, it was a big crash. Claire Richardson got turned around, and Nilsson Herrera was the one that flipped over. Maxwell Smart was hit, Bigelow was hit, and a huge traffic jam exiting turn 2. Big crash on the restart, brings out the caution once again. Probably the biggest crash of the race so far. Oh my goodness. Boy, what a comeback for James Richardson. He got off the track racing back to the last caution, and now he's suddenly back in the lead. I mean, what a comeback. Talk about a comeback for that 16. Richardson is out in front right now. We'll see if he can hold on over Quentin Moore on the racing back to the caution, because last time in that last corner he messed it up. I'm sure he's not going to mess up again. I'm sure he learned his mistake, and I'm sure he's not going to mess it up again. And there you see the 6th car going to lead us back to the caution flag. 9 laps to go when we get back to the green flag, and the 51 on pit road, and the 19 finally comes off pit road. I'm not sure why the 19 was held on pit road for so long, but he's going to lose a couple laps. The other drivers just came off pit road. I don't know what held them up so long, but again, they're going to be down a lap. Rowe, Stringer, Andrews are each down 1 lap. Cassie Reynolds is down 2 laps. Yikes. Cars to pit, but the drivers in the leaders stay out. Herrera's a lap down, Bigelow's a lap down. No surprise that they were involved in that last wreck. And Herrera is out of the race. Nilsson Herrera just retired from the race. He is done for the day. When we get back to the green flag, there will be 7 laps to go at Road America, and it's going to be between Quentin Moore and James Richardson for the lead on the restart. It's safe to say that these drivers are going to be able to make it on fuel and tires, so they don't have to worry about that anymore. But now, who's going to get the better jump on the restart? Here we go. It's going to be between those two for the green flag. Back at it again at Road America. The green flag drops. Looks like Quinn Moore got the better push from George Rourke. They're side by side again. This is where they wrecked last time. This time, though, they're able to keep it together, not wreck each other out. It's between Richardson and Moore. Here we go. Let's see if Moore can hang on. Or will Richardson get the better jump on the braking zone? Billy Bishop behind him along with George Rourke. Matthew Buss right now running in the 5th position. Might be the best line here for the 6th car to take. Let's see who takes it. Is Bishop looking low? Is he going to try to make a move? Here comes Moore. And Moore clears the 6. Quinn Moore is in the lead now. 34 car back in front. He's looking to score his 3rd win of the season in the PLCS. He'd be the first to 3 wins if he's able to hang on. I'm sure James Richardson, though, is not going to let that happen. He's going to try to take on Moore. He wants another victory to his name. He won earlier this season. Quinn Moore has 2 wins early in this season. So these drivers, both winners this season, all trying to score another one here today at Road America. George Rourke has not won at all this season, and he's hoping for a mistake by the 2 to get by and to take the win. Billy Bishop in 4th, and Matthew Buss runs in the 5th position. They're outside Canada corner now. 6 car is not letting the 34 go as we are coming to 6 laps to go here at Road America. It's coming down to the wire. Oh, 6 car too high. That was the same corner that he messed up at and lost a position. And he almost messed up again. And now Dylan Ebrahimian comes to pit road. He can't make it on fuel. And the 54 comes to pit and surrenders his top 10 position. And now the 6 has got his is now the 6. He has something else to worry about. The 99's right behind him. Oh, 99 take a bad braking zone there, and he's going to lose a spot. He's going to lose another one. Billy Bishop gets by the 99. Oh man, he broke too hard. He got too tight entering the corner, And now the 99 loses a spot. He might lose another one. Billy Bishop's in third place now. 99 is right now trying to hang on. Ooh, 41-22 right on the back of those drivers. Oh boy. That would have been a disaster if they caused a wreck. Could have been a disaster there if they had wrecked each other out. Oh my goodness. Haynes Stringer's back out on track. As we mentioned earlier, he was stuck on pit road there for a few laps there, and I don't know what happened with that 19, as he was the leader before, and he had to be on pit road for an extended period of time for whatever reason. Unfortunately for him, he's out of contention to win this race. Quinn Moore's out in front, was able to get a little bit of a gap between him and James Richardson, as Richardson messed up on that last corner again. He didn't spin out this time, but now he's got a lot of work to do to catch the 34. 5 laps to go when they hit the stripe. It's going to be a long 5 laps going in from start to finish. It's going to be a long 5 laps for these guys trying to battle it out for the victory here today at Road America. As you see, Matthew Buss is battling for position against George Rourke. That is for 4th spot. Who's going to get the better Who's going to get the better run here between Rourke and Buss? It looks like they're still side by side. Rourke might have the advantage though, and he does hang on over the 41 team, and he will stay in the 4th. He will stay in 4th. Four of the five top. As you can see here, now there's 4 of the top 5 drivers in this field, or 5 of the 6 drivers in the top positions all have a win this season. The one that does not have a win this season is the 99 George Rourke. But the other drivers in 1st, 2nd, and also 3rd, 4th in the last scoring loop, they all secured at least 1 win this season. I think Buss has already 2 wins this season. So they're all winners in this season except for George Rourke. But Logan Nieto has not won this season, and he's trying to get on the board. It's going to be a long way to go before he tries to challenge for the lead if he's able to do so here today. It looks like the 6 trying to close in on the 34. He's trying everything he can. He knows he can't mess up at this point. He can't afford a mistake at this point to try to catch that 34 car. Quentin Moore has been one of the rising stars here in this series. Already have 2 wins in season 45. He's looking at a 3rd one here today. 4 laps to go at Road America for Quentin Moore. Trying everything he can to hang on over the 6 of James Richardson. And Richardson is gaining ground on the 34. Last lap, though, 34 was faster. So if he keeps up those fast laps, he might be able to hold on. Matthew Buss, Matt Hunter in the top 10 right now. And now a battle for 10th brewing between Mitch Barrier and Austin Stitzel. Almost forgot to mention, we get a caution, the race is over. Once we have another caution, it's over. And now the 24 is too tight. And the 23 gets by into the top 10. Connor Breton gets into the top 10. Able to pass by the 24 when the 24 messed up. And the 5 also made a pass on the 24. Now the 5 wants another position as well. We'll see if he gets by Connor Breton. Not the day that Avi Sachs was hoping for after starting on the pole position. But if he gets a top 10, though, he'll be pretty happy with that to score some points to try to get into the playoffs on points. If that's going to be possible this season. One car got into the grass, though, but they're able to continue. And now the 24 is trying to work his way back up into the top 10. He got by the 1 of Richard Morphy. And I also forgot to, and I didn't mention this too much, but Ronald Maravilla was our winner last week at Nashville, and he's doing pretty well for his return. Right now running in the top 15, and he's going to try to pass the 45 Quinn Porter for position. Another battle for position in the back with John Andrews and Hayden Stringer, although Stringer's a lap down, and now the 45 nearly spun by the 77, and that could have ended the race there. Wow, close call between those two drivers. 3 laps to go at Road America. A little bit of gain on the 6 car of James Richardson, but not enough to overtake the 34. He knows he's got maybe one chance to try to make a move on that 34 entry. Ooh, 2 car was trying to get by the 4, but just can't quite pull it off. Someone's up in smoke. That's George Rourke. He is up in smoke. The engine goes out on the 99 car. I don't know if he's going to make it to pit road. If he stalls on the track, this race might be over with the caution. George Rourke blows up. He goes up in smoke out of a top. He lost his chance for a top 5 position. He is out of this race. Oh my goodness. A tough loss for the 99 team as they go up in smoke. He's going to try to nurse the car home. Gets into a wreck, then he's in trouble. He might not make it. It doesn't look like he's going to make it to pit road. Yeah, it doesn't look like he's going to be able to make it to pit road. Not good. 9 car, by the way, on pit road. In an unrelated matter, Nathan Ormond makes his way to the pits. But the 99 car, just a tough break for that team. And they go up in smoke, and a chance to get a top 5 out of it might have just gone up in flames. But now the top 5 all have at least 1 win this season, with Quinn Moore having 2. James Richardson, Billy Bishop each have 1. Matthew Buss has 2, and Matt Hunter has 1. So all those top 5 drivers all each have 1 win at least in season 45. Could be a preview of what's to come for the playoff field. James Richardson is out of gas. He can't make it. 2 laps to go. He comes to pit road. He loses the 2nd position. Runs out of gas, and I wonder, does Quinn Moore have enough to finish this race? Quinn Moore, his biggest rival, goes to pit. And we'll see if Quinn Moore has enough to make it to the final 2 laps. The 99 is going to be able to nurse at home. He's probably going to be able to make it to pit road, but he's leaving behind a lot of oil. So I wonder if that's going to affect the racing line in the final 2 laps of this race. I'm surprised George Rourke is still going. Even with something blowing up in his machine, I'm surprised he's still going. He's trying to nurse his car to pit road and maybe try to finish this race under green. 34 car, he wants the caution. If he has the caution, he might be able to save fuel and try to win this race. The 43 of Clay Richardson just got off pit road. Looks like the 99 is going to be able to make it to pit road in time. So, able to make it without it causing any more problems. But all eyes are set on Quinn Moore. Does he have enough fuel to make it into the finish? We saw 2nd place James Richardson having to come to pit road. He didn't have enough to finish the race. The question is, will any of these drivers have enough to finish this race on the final lap and a half? Quinn Moore is going for his 3rd win of the season. Billy Bishop is going for his 2nd. Matthew Buss is also going for his 3rd win of the season as well. Matt Hunter is going for his 2nd. And Logan Nieto has just moved up to 5th. He could score his 1st win if the other 4 run out of fuel in front of him. Coming to the white flag next time by. Here we go. 1 lap to go. Let's see who is going to make it through. Quinn Moore's going to try to stay out of it. He's going to stay out, and he's going to try to stretch it out with 1 more lap. Last lap here at Road America. White flag is in the air with 1 to go for Quinn Moore. We'll see if the 34 car is able to hold on for the win here today. This race is going to end under green. He can't mess up at this point because he's still got Billy Bishop right behind him in 2nd position. Matthew Buss, Matt Hunter, Noga Nieto in the top 5. I think Nieto might try to make a move on the 22 in this final lap. We'll see if he can excuse me, we'll see if he gets a chance here to make a move on the 22 car as we are now in the final lap of this race. Quinn Moore has been one of the surprising names in this field today. He has 2 wins under his belt, and he wants to get a 3rd one here today on this 4th of July weekend at Road America. He's got Billy Bishop right behind him, and we know Bishop can be very aggressive, but we'll see if he's going to be able to make a move on the 34 car. It's been a great season. It's been a season to remember for the 34 team, and they're looking to continue the momentum into the playoffs with 2 wins and maybe 3 coming up here at Road America. And Quinn Moore will be the driver to look out for when competing for the championship here today in this season of the PLCS. You just got to be able to navigate through the final corners and try to take the checkers on this 4th of July weekend. Into the final turns he goes. Here it comes, Quinn Moore. Can he hold on and stretch the fuel and try to win this race? Down the final corner, Quinn Moore. Checkered flag in sight at Road America. Stays out. He's going to save the fuel. Here he comes off the final corner, and Quinn Moore gets his 3rd win of the season in the Kwik Trip 250 at Road America. And the checkers have been waved here at Road America today, and Quinn Moore has scored his 3rd win of the season today on this 4th of July weekend at Road America. He is your winner today at Elkhart Lake, Wisconsin. And let's take a look at the results here in the PLCS race, the Kwik Trip 250. Robert Smith retired in 25th position. I guess he ran out of gas on that last lap. And George Work had a piston problem, and that's what caused him to go up in smoke, which is a few laps away from securing a top 5 finish. And George Work, a tough break for him, and he ends up with a piston problem that ended his day early. And 3 drivers retired from the wrecks we saw here today, with Nelson Herrera, Salmon Ozcon, and JP Lataro. So those were the drivers that retired from wreckages we saw earlier into the race. Those were the ones that were out early. But we did see some cautions. I think we saw like 3-4 cautions in the race. That was interesting here at Road America. We saw drivers going in different strategies, going one strategy and other drivers going in with another one. Yeah, it was very interesting, and right from the very end, as Quinn Moore takes the checkered flag and wins here at Road America for the 3rd time this season. He will be the driver to watch out for come playoff time. Next weekend, we will be heading to a Formula 1 road course at Monza, Italy. You heard that right. We are going to Monza next weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun in Formula 1's fastest circuit, and we are going to host a race for the first time ever at Monza. You don't want to miss it. No, seriously, you do not want to miss Monza, as we're going international here for the PLCS coming up next weekend. Back on the road course, but this time at Monza. It should be a lot of fun. And by the way, one more announcement to make. The 3 car will be driven by Seth Cole next weekend at Monza, Italy. The 3 John Andrews finished 29th today, but next weekend that number will be driven by Seth Cole. He knows a thing or two about international road courses. He is an international road course legend. And we're so excited to bring Seth Cole back up on board to drive the 3 car next weekend at Monza. Has a handful of wins under his name from the early part of the PLCS's history. We're glad to have the legend Seth Cole on board next weekend in the number 3 car at Monza. Should be fun. So anyway, you do not want to miss next weekend's race in Monza, Italy. Until then, we will see you later, and we wish everybody a happy 4th of July weekend. A happy 4th of July, because that's when this race is going to go up, hopefully. So I wish everybody a happy 4th of July, and I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their summer. And all summer long, we're going to be doing the PLCS, the Mock Series, and of course, this offline season. And the 45th offline season in the series. We'll keep on doing it through the summer. So until next time, we will see you guys later at Monza, Italy. And again, happy 4th of July to everyone. Thank you all, and we'll see you next time.